On April 2nd, 2015, a player by the name of Captain Cola accidentally captured on video a previously unknown yet completely game-breaking bug, one that would go on to change the course of Smite history. To understand how, you need to learn about the 10-year-long battle for the longest record in Smite. It's a record that I intend to break, and it's only possible because of this moment in history. When Smite launched in May of 2012, 2 of the original 17 characters had a really special ability. They were able to pull their opponents. Sobek could use Charge Prey to throw an enemy 55 units behind him. Arachne had the ultimate ability Cocoon, a long-range pull of 80 units. These 80 units were the longest you could pull someone in a game of Smite. But here's the thing about those 80 units. They paled in comparison to the scope of the game. Even so, this is where the story of this record begins. As the number of gods in the game increased, so too did the ways in which you could pull your enemies. In early 2013, Arachne's record was broken by the newly released Hercules. His 2-part combo could move enemies up to 95 units. Although as time went on more gods were added, none had a pullback longer than Hercules. So to break this record, players had to start working together.
Nice, du schmeißt mich, während ich auf ihn drauf hock. So geil!
This was the oldest recorded instance of a pullback chain in Smite that our research uncovered. A 2-part combo totaling 124 units. Admittedly, there was almost certainly an earlier 2-man pullback chain, but after all my research, this was the earliest video I could find. Now, who would be the first team to capture a 3-man pullback chain on video? Well, that's where I come in.
Okay.
Back up, back up.
Oh.
Oh!
Yes!
With my second video on this channel, my friends and I uploaded the oldest surviving video of a 3-man pullback chain, clocking in at 190 units. Sometime after this video, Arachne was reworked and her long-range pull was given to the newly released god Sylvanas. In early 2015, eager to replicate our success with the 3-man pullback chain, and with more options than ever, we went ahead and did this.
You guys ready? I'll just stand shows.
I'm here.
Go back. Alfred, go like here.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Whoa, you guys are so high. You guys are so high.
Go!
Doesn't matter! We're gonna kill it!
Yes!
The record had been extended to 225 units, and seemingly the only way to break this record would be a 5-god pullback chain, which had a maximum possible distance of 365 units. Which means that nobody expected what happened next.
Did you get that on recording?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck just happened?
I think we gotta do
I just see your hand go out. I just see your hand go out, and I'm just like, what?
This was the moment in history where the record for longest pull changed. No longer would a simple pullback chain suffice. No, the record had been pushed to an astounding 395 units. The trick had a name, the godlike pull. However, nobody knew how to do it. Players figured out that if you used your pull on the same server tick as your home teleport, the internal logic would get confused and this would happen. A monumental bug discovery that sent the community into a temporary fervor. The excitement was short-lived, however, because within days, this interaction was patched before anyone could replicate it in a live match. But now that players had seen what was possible, they were hungry for another interaction. And the one that most players talked about had been known for a while. Since the first phase of Ares' ultimate didn't do damage, you could apply the chain before a player recalled and then pull them back. This had been known about since Ares' release, but there's a reason that it hadn't made it on this list yet. And that's because we're counting this record from the first place that the pull was applied. The only reason this pull visually looks so long is because your enemy helps you out with it. I'll explicitly disqualify these kind of pulls by stating that all actions must come from the pulling team. Here are the other rules we use for this record. This left us in a spot with a really strong record and no known tricks to break it. What this meant is that the godlike pull was the record for the next 4 years. That's not to say there weren't developments during this time. The most notable of which, and a community favorite, being that you could use Blink in the middle of Hercules combo to add an additional 40 units to it. But there still wasn't enough tools to make an attempt at the record. That is, until a certain god released. In mid-2019, Horus was released and he absolutely changed the game for pullback chains. And he did it without having a single pullback in his kit. No, he had something much better. He was able to transport allied gods up to 350 units away. And for the first few weeks of his release, everyone had the same thing on their mind.
Going. Alright. Now!
I got it. Go, land.
Get him now.
I'm going.
Yes, we got it.
Pull back.
Got him. Got him.
The community was pushing right up against the record, but it took one specific group of people to start taking it to new heights. And they already had a bit of a reputation.
Oh my god.
On May 12th, 2019, a group by the name of Brutal Maglini Time were the first ones to pull off a new bug using Horus and Daji.
Oh! You're behind him.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They just disappeared!
2 weeks later, they would use the Morgan's Changeling ability to incorporate a second Horus and do this.
This is it. Get him! Oh! Get him! Bye! Yes! Oh my god, I saw that!
Just over 4 years after the previous record was set, the guys from Brutal Maglini Time destroyed the record, taking it to 500 units. Not only that, but this was the first record to start approaching a limit. On any given map, there is only so much possible distance, and it's often found between the two teams' fountains. What this means is that the longest possible pull in Smite is the longest distance on a single map. In this case, that's the Conquest map. We'll show this distance here, which is a maximum possible distance of 1,365 units. This record wouldn't be challenged for a little while. The following month, the Daji bug was patched, but when one door closes, the other opens.
Welcome to Smite's Did You Know? Sylvanas can use Nature's Grasp while backing to pull enemies into the fountain.
Sometime during the last 4 years, the godlike pull was unpatched, and nobody noticed until Pike OMR posted this video in December of 2019, and it didn't take long for a certain group to get their hands on the trick.
Let's do it.
Start backing, start.
They have.
Once again, the Brutal Maglini Time guys had done it. For the second recorded time in the game's history, the godlike pull had been pulled off in a live match. The last time this trick was used to set a record, that record stood for 4 years. Take a guess at how long this one stood for.
I did it! Somebody clip that right now. 24 hours in the making.
Although he claims it was 24 hours in the making, I think it was over 5 years in the making for Hatmaster, an incredibly impressive record set in the 1v1 game mode. However, 4 days later, this happened.
I shoot a bullet. It's coming for him. Mr. President, get down!
And there it was, the near perfect pullback record. In under the span of a week, the record had gone from 500 units to 1,334 units. In the coming days, the godlike pull was patched for a second time, and that's where the record stands. Or would have stood, if earlier this year I hadn't decided to take a run at it. I had no idea where to start. The old interactions had been patched, and standard pullback chains just weren't long enough. We knew we'd have to get a little creative, and there was something that was on my mind. Ares can use his ultimate ability through Janus portals, the distance of which is only really limited by how long a single portal can be. Going through multiple is too slow. And I had an idea for how to create a portal longer than any wall in the game. There's an incredibly rare Janus bug where his ultimate ability spans between two unconnected walls. My theory was that if I could put Ares through one of these Janus wormholes, I could break the record. It quickly became apparent that it was impossible to create these wormholes with any consistency. However, something being inconsistent had never stopped us in the past, and it wasn't too long before we had our first breakthrough. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, go.
Move your beer, your beer, your beer!
What do you mean no? After hours and days of testing, we upped our consistency to the point that we may be able to attempt it in a live match. So before using the wormhole trick to set a record, we just wanted to see if it was possible. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, keep attacking me, bro! What?
No! They were all on you too! 2, 1, go. I think I missed it. I missed it. Fuck.
It's okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Fuck. He showed up. So brutal.
Dang, dude.
Nice, Dane. Let's go on him. Let's go on him. 100%. Let's go on him.
Yeah. Okay, ready. And 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh. Oh? Oh?
No! We got it.
We got it.
We got it. What the fuck? This isn't my Titan. Why is the Phoenix
so
attacking me? What the fuck? We had proven that it was possible to do in a live match, and now we wanted to set a record. With this trick, that was only feasible on the older maps. The Season 3 Joust map, the Assault map, and excitingly, the classic Conquest map. A map of comparable size to the one the current record was set on. And after days and days of testing, this is what we found. Finally! Oh, fuck me.
Too clean!
Oh, so long.
Bring some honest.
I simply cannot exaggerate how how long this took. To keep this story cohesive, I switched around the timeline of things, but we had been working on this one trick for months. Multiple frame-perfect timings meant that this was nearly impossible, and even when we pulled it off, it wasn't even long enough to be the record. For that, you'd have to go all the way back in the fountain. Using this combo to break the record was becoming incredibly daunting. So you can imagine our relief when we had an unexpected hero arrive. Maui was the most recently released god, and although he has a pull in his kit, we're interested in his second ability, Mystical Allua. See, this ability allowed an ally to teleport to you, and the last time a god like this was released, we entered into a full-on pullback record-setting golden era, and Maui did not disappoint. Within 24 hours of his launch, Reddit user Leader of Muffin posted this clip.
There you go. Secret tech. You can just teleport your boys, but they gotta fucking talk it out, man.
And immediately, I knew what we had to do.
3, 2, 1. That's
you
hilarious.
have to be in a wall. If you're in a wall, you'll be transported to wherever Maui went. And after realizing we could do the same trick with teleport to wards, putting us right into the back of the fountain. Yep. It's just too easy. Ah! It's actually too easy. Like we could do that in a game. Let's go, baby. Okay, I just need 400 gold and then I'm up. Nice. Okay. Run, Andrew. You go run. You just live. Do not fight this. I'm out. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go put the ward down.
Keep your friends close.
I'm teleporting now. Not yet.
Your middle phoenix has been
now.
destroyed.
Ready. 3, 2, 1.
It's still blocking me.
We got it. We got it.
Yes. Oh, we got 2.
We got it. We did it.
2. My fucking god, bro. That's game winning right there.
Oh my god. And there we had it. A new record, the first one set in over 1,000 days. We had finally done it. This record beat out the previous by only 10 units. Generally, I was pretty happy with this record. Pulling them to the back of our fountain meant it was almost impossible to improve upon it. Almost impossible. I had an idea, a pull that would blow the record out of the water. But I couldn't do it alone, and luckily, I knew just who to call. I mean, the hypothetical maximum is fountain to fountain to fountain to fountain to fountain. You could, with like Ares and Daji, like pull them back to their own fountain.
We couldn't get that far.
I mean, if the Sylvanas pulled from fountain to fountain.
Oh fuck!
And
you're right.
Yeah.
If you want any help breaking my record, let me know.
Hello.
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 Hello, gamers.
Dude, I'm stoked. I'm nervous a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this.
It's being it's being audacious enough to actually attempt it. Oh no.
At what point do we call it, fellas? Or do we want to play it out?
Right, no, get the fuck now.
Alright. Yeah, we can do it. We can try. We can try. Okay, go right now. Go walk. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I can't. I'm just getting fucking attacked here. Just try to do it anyway.
I'm dead.
They all went back. Why?
That's too bad. Hey, it was a valiant effort.
It was valiant.
He's still dead.
He's dead.
Yeah,
I mean, we could, if we got beads on any of those guys, we could do it. 44.
Okay, then we go on the Maui spawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm in.
teleporting inwards. 15, 14, 13, 10.
Go now?
Yeah, do it now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fucking surrender this thing. Get me out of here. Get me out.
Yes!
If you combine the distances of these 3 pulls together, we pushed right up to the limit and then went way past that. As of a few weeks ago, this Maui interaction has been patched, and while it's definitely a good thing that these bugs get fixed, if history has shown us anything, it's that this will happen again. It's impossible to make a bugless game, and for my end of it, I prefer it that way. These unintended interactions have given me some of my favorite memories in this game, because for a brief moment of time, the impossible becomes possible. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As you can probably tell, these videos take a wildly long time to make, so your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much.